all get too tight in 1 and 2, so they're electing to leave it alone. They will take 2 cans of Sunoco fuel and put fresh tires on that Toyota. Trevor.
Yeah, Chase Briscoe was talking about how much the track is about to change after they put rubber down during that run. James Small told him to wait on him for some fuel. It's going to be quick, though, he says.
Chris Buescher told Scott Graves, Trevor, the fire-off speed was so good. It just got too free on throttle in turns 2 and turn 3. Denny Hamlin, flag-to-flag stage win for Hamlin. He gets the 1 playoff point. He said the car was neutral, but overall too free off turns 2 and 3. Of those who pitted, Chris Buescher wins the race off pit road.
Very interesting to see if it was just a fast stop or if they waited on fuel. You saw the 11 wait. Fuel games already being played on pit road.
But these cars especially, Corey.
Man, and every lap, Carl, you're trying to push the limit of that grip through 3 to get the long run down the straightaway. And right here, he's just on the verge and trying to squeeze the gas pedal, loses right retraction, but somehow straightens it out. Immaculate save out of the Carson Hocevar. But what noticed me, that big red dot popped out, and it has changed the dynamic of this race. A lot of wedge wrenches going to the back windows, tightening these cars up. I wonder what the direction.
Front row, Keselowski and Gibbs, stage 2 underway, and they scream down into turn 1.
You see how well connected that outside line is. The inside line does not get a push, so they lose track position. They lose a couple car lengths. Easy for the 6 to clear.
Hamlin getting aggressive. He and Buescher side by side exiting the corner. Keselowski is away.
Buescher stacking up that middle line, that white car right in the middle. Oh boy, 4 wide. Yeah, 4 wide right here.
Figure it out. We're going to the tunnel turn. Zane Smith in that mix.
Oh, Zane up the racetrack, almost gets into the left rear of the 17. Everybody clear. That's what in that dirty air, you're in a pack of cars in that dirty air. Your car just slides across the racetrack. There's nothing Zane can do to keep that car down the racetrack.
Joey Logano, his experience, he gave up the tunnel on entry and said, this doesn't work if I push my way in there. And I think that's the only reason they didn't wreck. And he comes out, I think, the winner with a little forward momentum.
Live to fight another day. The balance of patience and aggression at Pocono. Hamlin up to 6th after the restart.
And that's important. Remember, they stayed out to win that stage. Danielle told us he was going to restart back because of that strategy, and now he's trying to get that track position back. On board with Christopher Bell inside Chase Elliott.
Bell making it happen into the tunnel turn. No problem. 20 sucks up, pulls to the inside, but here comes Chase. Rallying back and waiting in the wings, Chris Buescher. Lost some spots on the restart, 17 getting with it into the corner.
And I feel like that's a perfect example of 2025 NASCAR. 5 years ago, I don't think Buescher goes 3 wide. He pushes one of them. He's not sure which. But in today's world, you got to take, and take some more. He was thinking only about himself, which he needs to do. And now it unfortunately doesn't work out. He doesn't get either spot.
Problem for Riley Herbst. We got the monster on board here. You see him pulling his car away, 26th when he had the problem. And AMR safety team made their way to the scene, assisting Riley.
Gonna take a look here, right on board with Riley off into turn 1. Downshift, blows the right front tire. Big trouble.
Hold brake. We're in the wall hard here, guys. Staying up.
And you have to wonder, you know, we don't see many right front tire failures.
Yeah.
You have to wonder if there was something that created an issue. Was there contact with the wall, maybe contact with another car in the previous lap?
Yeah, just a couple laps before this, he was top 3 wide a couple times. I think he even got pushed up into the dust. So to your point, Dale, you know, maybe ran something over, had a slow leak. You run a couple more laps and then it goes down.
A lot of crew chiefs telling their drivers, this doesn't necessarily put us on our window, but it gives us more flexibility later in the race. You see Alex Bowman just with those right sides and fuel.
Kim, if it were to go green from here with 50 laps to go in stage 2, Chris Buescher could not make it to the end of the stage. However, get a couple cautions, you never know. They might be able to make it to the end of the stage. So Scott Graves makes the call to come down for 4 fresh Goodyear tires. They did not wait on fuel last time. They get it full and maybe can make it to the end with a little help from some cautions.
This is like stopping for a snack in a traffic jam. Didn't really cost you anything, so why not come down and get a little gas?
Fogarty and Eric Church, scan the QR code on the bottom of your screen to add this song to your playlist, available to stream only on Amazon Music. You're watching NASCAR Cup Series racing from Pocono, presented by Dish. Second caution of the day.
Wild scene on pit road, riding on board with A.J. Allmendinger. He's coming into pit road, and take a look at this. He's going to hit his tire carrier. Watch this tire.
And look where the tire goes. Man! Right in the upper torso, the head area of the rear tire changer for the 88, J.P. Keeley. He's a D1 lacrosse player, so he's taken some hits before. But this right here, that is a vicious hit. In his hand, it almost looks like, and he drops the gun. You see him, he grabs the gun and gets up and finishes the stop. You want to talk about tough and athletic? Trevor.
Yeah, Richie used to be my jackman here. He's a pit coach now at Trackhouse. Said JP's rib is just a little bit sore. He's trying to catch his breath a bit. Obviously, that caught him off guard there as the tire came flying into the stall.
I mean, that's just, whew, that is some scary situation. So good to see him finish the stop and being checked on right here. You know, we talk about that. I think we forget. All right, so they run at 200 miles an hour. It's unbelievable. But pit road speed is 55. You can run 60. I don't know about you,